Welcome to first episode of Pajamas and Projects, where I really tackle a bunch of different DIY or just normal projects around my home in my comfy PJs or loungewear. I have really high ceilings and a lot of wall space that needs to be filled with really grand, large art and pieces. I'm going to be showing you how you can create a large scale Afro-Japandi inspired wall art that folks will think you spent anywhere from up to $350, $400 on, but you really didn't. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so here is my tapestry and my frame. I've already put together the IKEA frame prior and wanted to just see how it would lay out or how everything would fit together once I added the tapestry on. I'm really glad I did that because it turns out that the tapestry I ordered was way too big for the frame. So what happened was that I would lose out on so much of the scenery that is visible in the tapestry if I decided to keep the larger tapestry and kind of cut the excess fabric. I didn't want to do that because honestly, this tapestry and the scenery that comprises the tapestry is just really beautiful to me, and I wanted to have as much of it visible when I put it up on my wall. So I'm removing these plastic holders or things that push in the tapestry to the frame and keep everything secure from obviously this one, because again the tapestry is too big and I don't want to cut it or anything like that. I decided to go back to my Etsy vendor and get a smaller size tapestry that would allow me to see more of the landscape in this painting when I added it to the frame. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to do with this particular one. Maybe I will gift it, maybe I'll do a giveaway, or maybe I'll just keep it for later use in a future home because it's just really large scale, and then I'll have to custom make a frame for it. So again, I ordered a smaller size tapestry and this is what it's looking like. And it was still a little bit too big on the sides, and that's okay. But this is so big that, it just took up so much of my living room space. That's how big it was. So this is the frame that I have. I don't want to butcher the name, but it's definitely 78 3/4 by 55 inches. So it's a pretty large frame. And honestly, I'm very excited that I got it. I was looking for something and came across another video that showed me this particular frame, and I just thought it would really work well for my needs to make sure that I got the tapestry hung up finally. Otherwise, I would have just made one myself, going to Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that and getting the materials and then done a custom frame. But I just thought this would be easier and take less time. And so as you can see, I'm here trying to stretch everything out and make sure that things are aligning. I would highly recommend that you have potentially someone else to help you because they can sort of pull the edges on the opposite side. You see me walking around, stretching everything, making sure that's okay. But honestly, when it comes to starting to add the plastic inserts to really keep the tapestry nice and taut and make sure that it adheres to the frame, it's actually better to have someone else on the opposite side so that you're pulling your tapestry really taut. So someone is kind of adding in the plastic inserts at the same time you're doing on the opposite end. I found that later after I did the install, my tapestry wasn't as tight or taut as it could be, but that's okay. It was just me doing it, and that's just a word to the wise and something I would recommend. Definitely have someone else do this with you. Not necessarily that you need someone else, but I do think if you want it to be really tight and taut, it may be helpful to really have someone else there with you pulling on the opposite ends, and you all can just triple double check everything. So again, I'm inserting each of these plastic inserts that adheres the tapestry to the IKEA frame. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing and finding value, consider joining the community by subscribing to the channel, giving the video a thumbs up, and hitting your notification bell so you're up to date when I post new videos like this one. All right, let's get back to the rest of the video. So as you can see, I've added on all of the plastic inserts to the opposite end, and now I'm basically folding the rest of the tapestry. And one of the things is that I don't want to necessarily cut this tapestry either, and it had less overflow or excess materials, and I just thought if I fold it over, it makes it easier for me to keep it intact, not necessarily cut anything, again because I may want to get a custom frame done down the line for this one, gifting away the other one. So we'll see. I just like to have my options. On this side, I didn't put the inserts probably the best way I should. I did correct that later, but I was sort of spacing them out because I wasn't sure how many I had left. But honestly, you want to use as much or all of the plastic inserts as possible. Make sure that you're not necessarily keeping any space. You don't need to do so. So just adjust if you need to, and use all of your inserts to adhere the tapestry or your canvas to your frame. Here what I'm doing is I realized that I could also make the overflow material just a little bit more secure by taping it. So I'm using a very small or thin, almost like painter's tape in black. It kept ripping as I was doing it, but it still got the job done. And one of the reasons why I use this is because after I taped this up, I was able to punch a hole where I needed to make sure that I could still hang it up if I needed to. So you could do the same thing or just cut off the excess fabric. I wanted to keep my excess fabric as I mentioned, so I did the same thing on the opposite end, just tucked and taped. And then I figured out where the hook was or where I may want to add my hook. So whatever section I thought I wanted to add the hook to, I just basically, cut a hole or punch a hole in the tape. Because it's flexible, it allowed me to do so. So this is how it's looking. I really love how it turned out. Now I'm considering painting the frame, and if I do so, I would just put painter's tape on top of the areas of the tapestry that I need to. But what I noticed is that there's a lot of lines or wrinkles in the tapestry that I didn't like. And so I do plan to get rid of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my steamer to get those lines out so that the tapestry has a better, smoother look. And so that's what I'm doing. I heated up my steamer and I'm just using it very lightly on kind of the lower setting to steam out some of those wrinkles and folds that were visible in the tapestry. Now I wanted to use the lowest setting possible because again, I just don't know if it would have affected the tapestry in a negative way. So just use caution if you're going to do this and steam your tapestry, but definitely steaming it removed all of the lines or the folds and just gave me a smoother looking tapestry overall, and smoother just once it was in the frame. As you can see, there's movement because again, I wasn't able to get my tapestry as tight or taut as I would like. But all in all, I love the way that this turned out. I am super excited about it. I'm going to be hanging it up in the loft area. It is exactly what I wanted, and unfortunately you're not getting the full view of how rich this is. It has some burnt orange and on the lighter scale, as well as all of these deep interesting brown and grays. So really great Afro-Japandi design aesthetics color palette in this tapestry and also in this frame. So again, I may actually paint the silver a different color, so we'll see how that goes. So I just want to preface and say that of course, when it comes to the budget friendliness of a project like this, your tapestry size is going to matter and ultimately affect the overall budget or price point. And of course, the Etsy tapestry that I got aligns with my Afro-Japandi interior design style, and that was the goal and intent. The IKEA frame price point is the IKEA frame price point. I think that necessarily doesn't change. I don't know that there is a larger size beyond the size that I got for this particular frame. There might be one slightly smaller, but if it is, don't worry, I will make sure to link my size of the frame in the description box below. And if there's another size, I will make sure to also link that for you all as well. So again, everything that is linkable will be linked in the description box below. And if you have any questions for me, you know what to do. Drop those down in the comment section. Make sure you are kind, thoughtful, and generous. Do not leave comments that you wouldn't want others to leave for you. And if you do leave a snarky or weird comment, because I'm starting to get those a little bit more, you will either be deleted or blocked. So with that being said, now that I have put the tapestry in the frame, I want you to check back for part 2 of Pajamas and Projects, where I actually hang up this beautiful large-scale wall art that you just saw me put together. So if you found value in this video, I want you to definitely consider joining the community by subscribing to the channel, giving the video a thumbs up, hitting your notification bell so you're up to date when I post new videos like this one. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.